Hello everyone, today we're going to learn how to solve equations with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So remember, first we learned how to solve equations with addition and subtraction. So in this equation we subtract both sides by 8 and we're left with x is equal to -6. In the next equation we learned how to solve with multiplication and division. Here we divide both sides by 4 and the 4's cancel and we're left with x is equal to 2. Now let's see. We're gonna combine both the things we just learned into a new type of equation. And you can see we have 2 x's and 8, and we have an 8 and 2 6's. So we simplify the equation a little bit. So it's 2 times x plus 8 is equal to 2 times 6 plus 8. And then now the first thing we want to do is we want to remove 8 from one side. That makes the equation unbalanced, right? So we have to do it to the second side of the equation. And when we do that, the equation is about balanced, but we're still trying to isolate the x. So we have to divide both sides by 2. And when we do that, we're left with x is equal to 6. So we're going to put it all together. Essentially, all we're doing is doing everything we just learned, but we're doing both of them at the same time. So we have 7x minus 5 equals 9. So we want to add 5 to both sides of the equation. And when you do that, we have 7x is equal to 14. And then we divide both sides by 7. And when you do that, you're left with x is equal to 2. Now let's look at a little bit different example. We add 3 to both sides of the equation, right? And when you do that, you're left with 1/2 x is equal to 8. And now we want to multiply both sides of the equation by 2. Now, when we do that, the 2's cancel on the left, and we're left with x is equal to 16, which is our final answer. Now, for our third example, it's a little bit different, right? Here, we're going to have to multiply both sides first. We're going to multiply first. So we multiply both sides of the equation, and the 6's cancel, and we're left with x minus 5 equals 24. And then it becomes a simple equation. We just add 5 to both sides of the equation, and when we're done, we're left with x is equal to 29. Now, for our genius example, right, we have a little bit more complicated equation, right? So we add c to both sides of the equation. So we're left with a times x plus b is equal to 2c. Now we want to divide both sides of the equation by a. And when you do that, the a's cancel here. And we're left with x plus b is equal to 2c over a. Now what we want to do is we want to subtract the left side by b and the right side of the equation by b. And when you do that, the b's on the left cancel, and we're left with x is equal to 2c over a minus b is our final answer.